The message arrived on Earth through the quantum relays, bypassing the normal diplomatic channels. It was brief, desperate, and ended abruptly, the final transmission from the Aldurian homeworld before it fell silent. Earth Command, this is High Emissary Tyrell. The Galactic Council has declared our entire species in violation of Statute 7.3. Their purification fleet has entered our system. We have minutes at most. Remember our... In the Strategic Command Center, beneath the Rocky Mountains, Admiral Helena Chen replayed the message for the third time, her face a mask of controlled fury. The Aldurians had been humanity's first alien allies, reaching out to Earth when humanity had barely established its first Mars colony. For 80 years, they had guided Earth's development, sharing medical and technological advances, while asking little in return except friendship and cultural exchange. Confirmation from our long-range sensors, reported Commander Jackson, his voice tight. The Aldurian system is showing massive energy discharges consistent with planetary bombardment. Admiral Chen's knuckles whitened as she gripped the edge of the holotable. An entire civilization. 4 billion souls. The Council gave no warning, said Defense Secretary Okonkwo. No formal charges, no trial. Nothing in accordance with their own laws. They've never seen humans as equals, Chen replied. We're primitives to them, barely worth acknowledging. They probably expect us to hide in terror now that they've eliminated our only ally. The room fell silent as the implications settled over them. Earth stood alone against a galactic council that had just demonstrated its willingness to commit genocide. What are your orders, Admiral? Asked Jackson. Helena Chen straightened her uniform and faced the assembled military leadership of Earth. Initiate Operation Lazarus, she said. And may God have mercy on the Council, because we won't. High Counselor Zex Tarn gazed through the view screen at the smoldering remains of what had once been the Aldurian homeworld. The purification had been efficient, precise antimatter strikes targeting population centers, while leaving resource-rich areas intact for future exploitation. Another regrettable but necessary action, he said to his fellow council members. The Aldurians' continued association with the humans violated our evolutionary directives. Lesser species must develop at the proper pace or risk destabilizing the galactic order. What of the humans themselves? Asked Councillor Dravpel, her tendrils writhing in mild concern. Should we not deal with them as well? Zex Tarn dismissed the suggestion with a flick of his upper appendage. The humans? They're barely spacefaring. Their technology is primitive, their military presence limited to their own system. They're no threat to us. They were learning quickly under Aldurian guidance, insisted Dravpel. And now that guidance is gone, Zex Tarn replied. We've sent them a message they'll understand. They'll retreat to their homeworld and trouble us no more. The council session was interrupted by an urgent communication from Fleet Command. Councillors, reported the Fleet Admiral, we're detecting multiple spatial distortions at the edge of the Aldurian system. Survivors attempting to flee? Asked Zex Tarn. No, Councillor. These signatures don't match any known Aldurian vessel. There, something else. The view screen shifted to show empty space near the system's outer boundary. Then, as they watched, space itself seemed to tear open, not in the familiar pattern of a jump gate activation, but something more violent, more raw. Through these wounds in reality emerged ships of unfamiliar design, angular predatory vessels, with hulls that seemed to absorb rather than reflect light. Impossible, whispered Dravpel. The humans have no such capability. More spatial tiers appeared, and more ships emerged. Dozens, then hundreds. Council vessel, this is Admiral Helena Chen of Earth Fleet, came a transmission on all frequencies. You have committed genocide against our allies in violation of your own laws. The sentence is death. Before the Council could respond, the first wave of Earthships opened fire. Their weapons weren't the expected particle beams or plasma torpedoes, but something that bent light around their targets before those targets simply ceased to exist, converted entirely to energy. "Full retreat," ordered Zextan, panic overtaking his usual composure. All Council ships, emergency jump. But the human vessels were faster than anything the Council had encountered. They moved in perfect formation, cutting off escape routes and methodically destroying the pride of the Council fleet. "How?" demanded Drav Peel, as their flagship shuddered under enemy fire. "How did they develop this technology without our knowledge?" The answer came from an unexpected source, their own intelligence archives, accessed by a junior officer in a desperate attempt to understand what they faced.